and gentlemen, it's an exciting time in the series. We're here for our first ever official European tournament game in the Europa League 2 against WSG Tirol from Austria. Um, I can't express how excited I am for this. This is my first ever European tournament, my first ever YouTube save. It has taken way longer than it should have, but I've learned so much over the past couple of seasons. And I think I can implement that in my FM21 save as well. Um, and hopefully in this season in this save, which is way more important right now, of course. Let's take a look at the schedule for the matches that you might have missed. So in between the last game against Cork City, we drew at home against CFR Cluj, which isn't a bad result, but I was hoping that we would pick up the three points there. Sadly, we didn't, and we dropped off to the sixth spot immediately with one draw. Then a friendly against Chindia, which we drew 2-2, and then we beat Sepsi 2-1 away from home. All three of the goals were scored in the first 11 minutes, which is kind of funny, and which made the rest of the match kind of boring. But we did pick up the 3 points. We left Sepsi with the 3 points and went back to our home, and then we flew to Austria, and we are now gonna pick up 3 more points. We're gonna try at least. In the meantime, of course, the other Romanian team that's still in Europe is in Europa League, and Gazmetan drew 1-1 away from home against Dynamo Kiev, which, if you ask me, is a pretty good result. So they're in for a good shout to finish in third. Hopefully they finish in third, and they'll come to the Europa League 2 as well. But that is way in the future, way in the future. Let's focus on this match right now first. So those were the matches in between that you might have missed. And then let's get into the starting 11. Labrovic in goal, Kudelkins, Bogdanovic, Lupu and Pisk in the defense, Ferrero, Owaida, Memela and Restrepo in midfield, and Shelaru and Lambulic as striker. Kyle is still injured. Let me see if I can find him. We have had to use, in the past game against Sepsi, we have had to use Safer and Pintea in the starting 11. Which we probably hadn't used those two in the same starting 11 in about 2 seasons. But they still provided us with the 3 points. Of course, because Kyle is still injured. Let's see if I can find out how long he's injured for. He is coming back. He is coming back from his injury, so possibly the next game is the cup game against Farul Constanta. Possibly could play a few minutes there, which would mean that he might be able to play more minutes in the next European game, hopefully. So let's get into the match. You know the team, you know they're gonna try to try their best, and they're gonna try to perform the way they should, and they're gonna try to pick up the 3 points for us that are oh so important right now, because of course we want to move on to the knockout round. The board expectation was to reach the group stages. We did that. We achieved that. So now let's try and better that expectation. We started the match, our first ever group stage match. Pisk here with a free kick on the left hand side. Could we maybe get a goal? Almost. Lupu headed it, and it was just wide of the goal. A good chance to start off the match. I think we should have the upper hand. I think we should win this, quite frankly. Owaida with a corner kick, and Lupu again with the header, and this time just over the bar. But yeah, as I was saying, in my opinion, we should win this actually quite comfortably, but the past 3 matches weren't our best, so we're gonna have to wait and see. Maybe we get a chance here. Memela, Lambulic, Restrepo on the left hand side. Back to Memela, to Pisk on to Restrepo again. Maybe he could go past his opponent. He puts in a cross. Ferrero with the header this time, and again just over the bar. That's our 3rd header, and the 3rd time it's not gone into the goal. First half is almost already gone, and there hasn't actually been a clear-cut chance, as you can see by the stats as well. So the second half has to be much, much better from us. I'm far from pleased. We should be winning this. We should be in front. We're not, but we should be, and hopefully we can change that in the second half because we've got a tough group, and if we don't win matches like this one, we might not even get out of it. Maybe now Labrovic with the goal kick might set up a chance for us. Ferrero picks it up with a beautiful first touch, but he gets tackled. It was a good tackle, and now Tirol with the counter. Hein has the ball here on the left-hand side, but the ball gets taken off of him by Kudokins, who passes it to Ferrero. Ferrero drives the ball forward, now over the halfway line. He could try to put in a cross already. He goes past his defender, and he does put in the cross. Lampulic just can't get his head to it, and a wide just over the bar. Already 17 minutes gone, and now maybe Tirol with a chance, hopefully not. Pisk picks it up, but he loses it to Ardio, and they score. Marvin Hein. Damn it. That's actually so frustrating because we should be leading this match. We should be winning this match as well. Let's get Shane Buckley on there for Ferrero. And let's get these two strikers off as well because they're just underperforming so badly. Let's try to push on for the final 20 minutes. Maybe I should not have subbed off both of our strikers because they are good players. Only 10 minutes left, and it looks like we're not going to get even 1 point from this. Pisk with a free kick. And Lupu, and that's a goal. It's going to be disallowed. Of course it is. Offside. That sucks. Was the equalizing goal, but sadly it's disallowed, and that's going to be the end of the match. And I mean, we start a European journey with such a big anticlimax. That's actually a horrible start because that Tirol is arguably the easiest team in our group, and we actually lost to them away from home, and we make it so much harder for ourselves right now than we should have. But I'm gonna see you guys for that match against Sparta Prague. And then I'll show you the results from the matches in between. So I'll see you guys in a second. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, here for the second game in the group stages against Sparta Prague. Let me quickly show you the matches in between. Last game, of course, this one against Tirol. We lost that one 1-0. After that, we got knocked out of the cup against Farul Constanta, a team who are in the second division, newly promoted from the third division, and they beat us on penalties. And as you can see, we did use a full strength side because there was an entire week in between as well. And after that, we drew at home against Shikshireda. So maybe in hindsight, we should have rotated for the cup. Maybe give some rotation players a chance to prove themselves and give the first team players a chance to rest up for a little bit. And maybe we would have won both of those games. Also, Kyle played the entire, he started the game against Farul Constanta, and as you can see, he got injured immediately, somewhere in the second half. He's still injured for 2 weeks, so, yeah, that's not good. I think we really, really miss him as well. He is very important for our performances. So yeah, it's proving itself to be a very hard time without him. And as it stands right now, we are in second in the league. After that match day 1, we haven't lost in the league, so 9 unbeaten. So that's still pretty good. Very happy with that, of course. And we are still very close to top spot as well. So I'm not complaining. I'm just saying we've hit a rough spell of a couple of games. And we're going to try to turn that around today against Sparta Prague. So here's the team. Labrovic, Ferrero, Bogdanovic, Lupu, Pisk, Pedrazza, Buckley, Memela, Pintea, Lambulic, and Shilaru. As you can see, the midfield, 3 changes. Pedrazza at right mid, Pintea at left mid, and then Shane Buckley in center mid. Yeah, a couple of changes, but needed due to injuries and all that kind of stuff. So let's get into the game. And just make the best of it. Let's just try the best we can, give it our all, and see how far that gets us against a team like Sparta Prague, who are, in my opinion, another level above us, just a class above us. And I'm very curious to find out what we can do against a team like Sparta Prague. Already 10 minutes in, we're not behind yet, so that's good. I mean, nothing has happened. He may be here. 16 minutes in, Pisk with a throw into Celaru on the left-hand side. Pintea picks up the ball with a cross to Pedroza and a volley, and it's in, and we're leading against Sparta Prague with a little bit of a rotated side, especially that midfield, but two of those midfielders linking up and proving me wrong that they should maybe actually be in the starting 11 more often. Pedroza with the goal. Obviously cannot use him in the league due to him being a non-EU player. I don't know if you noticed, but I keep avoiding the word foreign because the word foreign these days has such a negative feel about it, so I just use the non-EU how is displayed as well. And we almost get our second goal there as well, but sadly it wasn't to be yet. And here in the 39th minute we got a free kick, Pisk to take it, but we lose it immediately. Tete picks up the ball, gives it to Sacek. I mean, these players are passing the ball around too quickly for me to read their names. Simic on the left hand side, but Pintea picks the ball off of him. Pintea on the left hand side drives the ball forward. He could put in a cross. Pedroza would be free again, but he tries to go for it himself this time, and the keeper with a good save. And sadly, nothing from this corner. Celaru picks up the loose ball though. Maybe he can bring it back into the box. Gives it to Lupu, and there's the end of the highlight. But we do have a throw in here a half a minute later. On the right hand side, Ferrero could put in a cross. He does so. Memela, and it's just over the bar. And still 1-0. This would put us into second place in the group, as you can see, because Tyrol are leading against no, they're not, they beat us, they're drawing against Levski. So yeah, this would put us in second place, which I would be content with. I wouldn't be happy with it because, as I said, last game we should have beaten Tyrol or at least gotten 1 point. But on the other hand, I didn't really expect us to get anything from this match, so if we were to get any points from this match against Sparta Prague, that would kind of compensate for that loss against Tyrol. But it's only half time right now, so we do have 45 minutes left to hold on to that 1-0 lead. It's only one goal, so they only need one good chance to equalize. Maybe we get a chance here, though. Pisk with the throw on the left-hand side. Pintea has it back to Pisk. Could put it back to the a little bit more to the middle. He does so to Memela, back to Pisk again to Lupu, and now the chance is completely gone, and Labrovic has the ball here. He can take his time. I mean, he is not being pressed either, so he has all the time in the world, and his long ball forward actually reaches a teammate as well. Pisk again to Lupu, to Buckley with a through ball, but it's headed away by Sparta Prague, and now they can counter here. Tue has the ball, moving forward, a through ball to Tete. We know, I think his name is Alexander or something like that in that region. Let me just, oh no, it's not. But I do know that's CERN, I do know that last name. That's pretty well-known name in my opinion. And that also means that they have got some very dangerous players in their team. They are playing very defensively. Tyrol now leading against Levski. That will put them on 6 points and Levski on 0 points. I don't know if that's positive for us or negative, but either way, Tyrol are leading. So Pedroza is looking exhausted. Obviously, he is just not used to playing for us. So let's put Buckley on the right hand side and put Castillo. I don't know why I pronounced it like that. Put Castillo in the middle. Let's get Memela out of there as well for Kesep. And let's try and see through these last 10 minutes. They're fired up by the feedback, so maybe give our guys a little feedback as well. But Sparta Prague do have a throw in here, and it might have been too late for me to get the feedback. They have the ball here on the right hand side. Mucci has it, tries to go past his opponent, and a shot, and it's just wide of the post. With only 5 minutes left, and it looks to me like we actually gonna take the 3 points home, but I shouldn't speak too soon. There is another highlight here. On the edge of injury time, Toure has the ball here, but doesn't get past Lupu, who is playing out of his skin this season. Labrovic kicks it forward. Ferrero has it right now on the right-hand side, goes back to Bogdanovic, but why are we wasting time like this? Batty has it, and a so important save by Labrovic. Labrovic with that save could have single-handedly, and he does. That gives us the 3 points that we so desperately wanted. Puts us into second place. Tirol with 6 points, us and Sparta Prague with 3, and then Levski with 0. So that loss against Tirol is now compensated because I didn't expect us to get anything from this match. And as you can see, another 200,000 euros as well for the win, which is really, really good. You can see the finances are only going up right now. So, of course, very happy with that. And let me just check how our Romanian, well, how do you say that? It's not really teammates, is it? But how our other Romanian representative in Europe is getting on. They haven't played yet. All right. Let me just simulate one more time and take a look at how they did. I actually don't know who they're playing either, so it's a complete surprise for me. Let's take a look. There they are. They lost against Borussia Mönchengladbach. Was to be expected. Let's not take a look at that. I said I was gonna take a look at that after the group stages, but you can see where we're at. We're in second in the league. We're in second in the group stage. We're out of the cup, sadly. The next episode obviously gonna be the games against Levski and Levski. All right. Should be 6 points. Should be 6 points. Let's see what happens next episode. Thank you guys for watching. If you enjoyed it, please leave a like and subscribe as well if you haven't already. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye bye.